Tommy Green coming off that shutout against the Mets last night. Danny Jackson tonight against Frank Tanana. Now let's go back to our PHL 17 studios and Neil Hartman. Neil?
Harry, thank you very much. We'll send it back to you guys in just a few minutes at Shea Stadium in New York. The Mets, of course, have the worst record in baseball at 48-96. New York will be without the services of veteran Dwight Gooden for the final few weeks of the season. Inflamed right shoulder for the doctor, who last pitched on August 31st, so the doctor is out in New York. The Phillies face a very important week with 2 more games at Shea, and then it's off to Montreal. The NL East race looks like this. Of course, Montreal 5.5 back, having won 15 of their last 16, 9-1 in their last 10. St. Louis still in there with a very important 3-game series with Montreal, 8.5 back. Phillies magic number at 14. Now, the Expos and Cards playing a very important series in St. Louis beginning this evening. It's a 3-game series, and we hope to have highlights for you during our ball game tonight. They presently have rain at Busch Stadium, and again, we'll keep you posted during the game tonight. As far as the probable starters for the series when the Phillies take on the Montreal Expos, Martinez against Rivera in the first game. Again, these are probable starters for the series starting on Friday in Montreal between the Phillies and the Expos. Boucher, the French-Canadian, against Mike Williams, and then Reeder against Green. Pretty good matchup. Green at 14-3 and Reeder at 7-0. As far as the games remaining between these 2 ball clubs, 2 more at New York for the Phillies, 3 at St. Louis, and 3 with the Phillies and 3 at Atlanta. So that's 9 games for the Expos against winning ball clubs. And then, of course, the final games of the season for Montreal, much easier: New York, Florida, and Pittsburgh. And the Phillies do have Atlanta, Pittsburgh, and St. Louis. So a tougher road ahead for the Phillies as you look schedule, compare the 2 between the Phillies and the Expos. In the NL West, the Braves are now a game and a half in front of the Giants, having gone only 3-7 in the last 10 ball games for the Giants. The Giants have lost 6 in a row. Braves host a 3-game series versus Cincinnati beginning tonight, and Atlanta looking pretty good right now. We'll take a look at the American League pennant races in just a moment, but first, here's tonight's pitching matchup for the Phils. It's Danny Jackson against another veteran southpaw, Frank Tanana.
The Phillies and the New York Mets is being brought to you by Bud Light. If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. By Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies. By the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. And by Independence Blue Cross. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
Hey, Philly, let's get busy!
Hey, Philadelphia, show us your Bud Light.
Woo!
There it is. I'd drop everything for a Bud Light.
Bud Light's a blast! We'd ring the Liberty Bell for a Bud Light!
I'd go ape for Bud Light.
If you're not drinking Bud Light, you're not in the family.
Hey!
Philly style with Bud Light. We want to drink our Bud Lights with you.
Hey!
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
Now appearing, a well-equipped Dodge Shadow for around $10,000. Spirit, the lowest priced 6-passenger car out there, around $12,100. Or own a Caravan, including air at no extra charge for under $15,100.
Welcome back. We're ready to send it in just a few minutes back to Shea Stadium in New York. We've just heard late word from New York that the Phillies pitching rotation for that Montreal series has changed. It will not be Mike Williams, who was, of course, going to be starting for Terry Mulholland, as you heard Harry and the guys talk about Mulholland's injury just a few minutes ago. But Ben Rivera, Tommy Green, and also Danny Jackson scheduled to be the 3 starters in that Montreal series. So that's the latest news on that. As far as the American League East race, it's a pretty good one right now. Toronto a game and a half in front of Baltimore. New York 2 back. Detroit still thinks they have a shot, and so does Boston. The Yankees are 1-5 on their current 9-game trip. So the Yankees faltering as Toronto still maintains that game and a half lead over Baltimore, who's playing well. As far as the American League West race, look what's happening. Chicago now only a 2.5-game lead, and Kansas City and Seattle back in it. White Sox finished the season in Cleveland in the last 3 games at Municipal Stadium. So Chicago right now holding on to a 2.5-game lead, with Texas playing some pretty good baseball right now. We've got a good baseball game. Hopefully tonight the Phillies can pick up a win, a 5.5-game lead right now in the National League East. Harry Callis, Rich Ashburn standing by at Chase Stadium. Don't forget, we'll have cards, Expos highlights during the ball game tonight. Take it away, Harry.
All right, thanks, Neil. And the Mets have taken the field behind the veteran Frank Tanana. And I do mean veteran. Tanana was a teammate of Jim Fregosi, Phillies manager with the California Angels. Frank has pitched a lot of years, 40 years young. He's 14th on the all-time win list. There's Jim Fregosi, who saw Frank would pitch when he was a young man and really threw hard. Now he's a finesse pitcher, but 14th on the all-time win list is Tanana, tied with that 3-finger Brown with 239 lifetime wins. Jim Fregosi's lineup tonight will have Lenny Dykstra center field leading off, Mariano Duncan second base bats second, Ricky Jordan first base hitting third, Dave Hollins third baseman bats fourth, Darren Dalton catching hitting fifth, Pete Incaviglia the left fielder will bat sixth, Wes Chamberlain right fielder hitting seventh, Kevin Stocker the shortstop bats eighth, and batting ninth and pitching tonight Danny Jackson. They are facing Frank Tanana.
6 wins, 15 losses, about 5 strikeouts per 9 innings, and doesn't walk many, about 2.5 walks per ball game.
Defensively behind Tanana, Chico Walker at third base. The shortstop is Kevin Baez, Jeff Kent at second, and Eddie Murray at first. Charlie O'Brien does the catching. In the outfield from left to right is Darren Jackson in left, Ryan Thompson in center, and Dave Gallagher in right. Lenny Dykstra will lead it off for the Phillies. Dykstra hitting at 304. The umpires tonight, crew chief Harry Wendelstadt calling the balls and strikes. Randy Marsh at first, Ed Rapuano at second, and Larry Vanover at third. Dykstra leads the league in runs scored and in walks. He scored 131 runs, walked 117 times. Fouls off Tanana's first pitch. No balls and a strike to Lenny Dykstra. They are playing that doubleheader in Colorado after being snowed out yesterday. And those Rockies lead Houston in game 1, 9-4 in the 9th inning. It was Drabek starting that game for Houston. He had a tough year in his first year with the Astros. High drive, tight to the line, deep right field. It is a foul ball and caught out there by Dave Gallagher. Not much room in foul ground, but Gallagher had enough to make the play. 1 down.
And the ball was hit so high that Gallagher had time to make that long run. Just hung up there. And he was right in that corner.
Brings on Mariano Duncan. Duncan hitting at 282. He has a 13-game hitting streak. 1 short of his career best. He had a 14-gamer last year. He'll kind of show that fastball. He'll show it up. Usually throw that pitch for strikes. Tries to get hitters to swing at it out of the strike zone. There's a lot of curveballs. 14-game hitting streak for Mariano Duncan. That equals his career best, and he's a 1-out base runner.
Bases number 17. Ricky Jordan.
Anniversary wishes tonight to John and Phyllis Cuna of King of Prussia, longtime Phillies fans, from son Gary and from us. Here's Ricky Jordan hitting at .271.
Gene Drozdowski, a happy 72nd birthday on this September 14th. Grandchildren, husband Tony.
Breaking ball on the outside corner. One strike to Ricky Jordan. One strike.
Jordan's thing here is to get a strike. Tanana will really nibble.
Change up, fooled him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mariano Duncan at first with 1 out here in the top of the first. Ground ball tapped to shortstop. It's not a double play ball. Almost did turn the double play, though. It was a softly hit ball. Jordan just beat the relay throw. Jordan's safe at first on a fielder's choice, and with 2 outs, it'll bring up Dave Hollins.
Ricky didn't get out of the box all that well. That ball took a big high hop. Ricky just beat the relay. Good call by Randy Marsh, first base umpire.
Dave Hollins hitting at .280, batting .335, right-handed. 6th in the league in runs scored, tied for 6th in the league in walks. Against Tanana, he's 3 out of 6, including a home run. Tanana will give up quite a few long balls. He has surrendered 25 homers this year. Phillies have hit 4 of them off him. Dave Hollins 1, Wes Chamberlain 1, and Pete Incaviglia's hit 2 off him. 1 strike to Hollins.
Happy birthday to Karen Jehoda from her husband John and one of her friends Liz.
Reaches out and lofts it into right field. Gallagher makes the play, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left after 1/2. Phil's nothing. Mets coming to bat.
Introducing a Honda rarity. Well, it's more of an unusual occurrence. Actually, it's never happened like this before. Definitely out of the ordinary. As a matter of fact, we've never uttered these words before. And though it's our first, at these prices, they're not gonna last.
Just picked up Darren Dalton and Anthony Hardaway at McDonald's. Want a trade?
Collect McDonald's Classic 4 Sport trading cards featuring the hottest superstars and rookies. Each pack of 5 is only $1.29 with any extra value meal purchase, like a cheese lovers, quarter pounder, large fries, and medium Coke Classic. Plus, there's a chance to win one of thousands of prizes, including sports memorabilia.
Chris Webber and Jerry Rice for Dalton and Hardaway. Deal.
Man, he gave us away too easy.
What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
You'll get a great-looking Phillies poster free, compliments of Acme, plus plenty of fun surprises when the Phillies play the Braves on Fan Appreciation Day, Sunday, September 26th at 1:35. Reserve your tickets now. Call 463-1000.
Dallas Green's New York lineup tonight. Ryan Thompson, center fielder, leads off. Kevin Baez, the shortstop, at second. Eddie Murray at first base, hitting third. Dave Gallagher, right fielder, bats fourth. Chico Walker, third baseman, hitting fifth. Jeff Kent, the second baseman, bats sixth. Darren Jackson, left fielder, hitting seventh. Charlie O'Brien catching, batting eighth, and batting ninth and pitching Frank Tanana. That lineup facing Danny Jackson.
Danny Jackson, a fraction over 5 strikeouts a ball game. A little over 3 walks per 9 innings. 12-10 on the year.
Dave Hollins at third base behind him. Kevin Stocker at shortstop. Mariano Duncan at second, and Ricky Jordan at first. Darren Dalton catching. In the outfield, it's Pete Incaviglia in left, Lenny Dykstra in center, and Wes Chamberlain in right. Ryan Thompson leads it off. He's hitting at .251. Thompson's been hot lately. 7 hits in his last 10 at-bats. Bouncing ball to shortstop Stocker. Low throw, but Jordan has it, and Thompson is out, 1 down. That'll bring up Kevin Baez. Baez, the shortstop, hitting just .179. Spent most of his season with the Norfolk Tides, where he hit .258. Jackson, lifetime against the New York Mets, has pretty good numbers. 6 wins, 4 losses, a good career ERA of 2.16 against the Mets. One ball and no strikes to Baez.
Julia and Dennis Ham in Newark, Delaware, a wedding anniversary today.
2-0. That ball to deep center, but Lenny Dykstra has a beat on it and makes the catch in front of the warning track. Pretty well hit by Baez. Caught by Dykstra. 2 down. That'll bring up Eddie Murray. Murray hitting .277. 7th in the league in RBIs with 89, batting .294 right-handed.
Birthday greetings for Michael Grieco in Wilmington, Delaware. 71 today.
One strike to Eddie Murray. One strike. Baltimore has scored a couple of first-inning runs at Boston. In American League East, Toronto leading by 1.5 over New York, 2 over Baltimore. Just missing. 2 balls and a strike to Eddie Murray.
Happy 85th today to Chubby Stafaro in West Collingswood, New Jersey.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Murray.
A couple of twins, Merrill Lee and Mid Jones and Berwin, are 70 today.
Got it off the end of the bat, and Incaviglia comes in and makes the grab to retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. The end of 1, 0-0.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
The Colonel's Rotisserie Gold is so good it deserves its own special size, like tangy barbecue baked beans, garden rice, macaroni and cheddar cheese, and hot cornbread muffins.
And when you hurry into KFC now, you can get a plump and juicy quarter chicken, plus 2 small side dishes and a warm cornbread muffin, all for this revolutionary price. Mouth-watering meal, irresistible deal. It's a whole new spin on delicious.
The Colonel's Rotisserie Gold. We do chicken right.
Imagine I'm an Infinity J30 under assembly. So why am I just sitting here? Because if you want an incredibly precise body, you can't roll it around while you're building it. So, instead of moving the car around, Infinity moves around the car. It's called IBAS construction. At your Infinity showroom, you can learn about all the incredible thinking in this car. Because they wouldn't want you to appreciate them just for their bodies.
Lease one of the world's most advanced automobiles, now at a very special rate for a limited time.
After one inning of play, it's the Phillies nothing and New York nothing. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include tomorrow night's final game of this series with the Mets on Sports Channel at 7:30 and Friday night's first game of the Expos series right here on PHL 17, also at 7:30. Darren Dalton leads off for the Phils, Dutch batting at .260. 1 strike to him. Dalton is 4th in the league and runs batted in with 99. One ball and 1 strike. Tigers have scored 2 first-inning runs at home against Toronto. They lead 2-0. Slammed into left center field, and it is caught by Darren Jackson. Well, hit by Dalton, but caught by Jackson for out number 1.
Did it well. The Mets have a center fielder playing left field. Jackson, good range, plays deep. He just cut across and caught it.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. Pete Incaviglia hitting at .279. He's 2 for 3 this year against Tanana with 2 home runs. Lifetime, he's hit 4 homers off him. One ball and 1 strike to Incaviglia.
Rebecca Polk in Lawnside, a birthday today, and Ann Coyle in Huntington Valley is 75.
Change up, had him well out in front of it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 to Incaviglia. Fly ball right field, not deep. Gallagher waits, makes the grab. 2 down. That'll bring up Wes Chamberlain. Wes is hitting at .277. He's 2 for 4 against Tanana this year with a home run.
Honey Knoll, a birthday today in Drexel Hill, PA. And Dorothy Huber in Wilmington is 75. Happy birthday.
Up and in for a ball, 1-0. Change-up miss, 2-0. First game in Colorado is over. The Rockies have beaten Houston 9-4. Tried to check and did check on the low changeup, 3-0. Chamberlain might have a green light here.
Tanana can't believe that appeal call. He wanted to ask him again. That's half swing. I don't know. Some call it, some don't.
Came an off-speed pitch 3-0. It's 3-1 to West Chamberlain. Can't look for too many fastballs from this guy. In his career, when he first broke in, he threw very hard. He led the league in strikeouts in the American League in 1975. Led the league in ERA for the Angels, 77. His winningest season was 19 wins and 76 for California. Chamberlain at first base, 2 outs for Kevin Stocker. Stocker hitting at .342. Fouls it back, 1 strike. Looped foul, right field side. 0-2.
Stocker's had 2 fastballs to hit. He would get more fastballs because they don't consider him a home run threat. Well, he's hit a couple.
Chamberlain not a big lead at first base with 2 outs here in the second.
Good time to try to steal.
Tanana thinks so. Mets and the Phillies single-A clubs are in the Florida State League playoffs. Clearwater Phillies have a 2-1 lead over the St. Lucie Mets. Clearwater winning 6-0 last night. Grounded sharply foul.
Ooh, nice play. The ball girl even took a bad hop.
The series continues tonight in Clearwater. Ron Blazier will start for the Clearwater Phillies. No balls and 2 strikes to Kevin Stocker. Called out on strikes, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. 0-0.
Gene Wilder and Christine Lottie are trying to have a baby.
Oh, what's happening here?
It's an auditory monitor.
Oh, I thought maybe you were lonely.
But it's going to take a little determination.
All we need to do is lower the temperature of your sperm.
What's this little pocket for?
Ice.
And a lot of support.
Worst thing that can happen, we'll have 2 hours of incredible, unreproductive sex. Work, work, work.
Funny about love.
Thursday on PHL 17.
Volvo wagons have always been a great place to put strollers and bicycles and toys and groceries, all kinds of things that you can just pile in the back. And with the extraordinary offer now on your screen, you'll actually have some money left over for strollers and bicycles and toys and groceries. All kinds of things that you can just pile in the back.
Inky, Izzy, The Wild Thing, Patty, Dutch, Dude, The Crucker, and friends. Request the pleasure of your company at Veterans Stadium in 1994. Season ticket plans range from full season to as few as 13 games. For more information, call 463-5000.
Shipping a package to Omaha? That's a milk run. Try customs in Shanghai. That calls for local know-how. DHL. We'll take it from here.
You're watching Philadelphia's movie station, PHL 17. Sunday, September 26th, the Phils and the Atlanta Braves at 1:35. That's Fan Appreciation Day. A chance for the Phils to say thanks to you great fans who set an all-time Veterans Stadium attendance record this year. There will be the customary prizes and surprises. And all fans receive a great-looking poster to commemorate this memorable season. Compliments of Acme. Get your tickets by calling 463-1000 or stop by the Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS, Broad and Chestnut Streets, and Dudo Dowd will take care of your ticket needs. That's the 26th against Atlanta. Speaking of Atlanta, the Braves have scored 2 in the first at home, and they lead Cincinnati 2-0. 2 balls and a strike here to Dave Gallagher. Gallagher has hit Jackson well in his career. Fouls it back. He's 9 for 15 lifetime against Jackson, batting .600, including a home run. So Gallagher is a leadoff base runner, and the batter will be switch hitting Chico Walker. Walker hitting at .229, batting .304 right-handed, .191 left-handed. Have their first 2 men on base. Here in the second, they'll bring up Jeff Kent.
Allen's playing very shallow, and of course he didn't have a shot at it anyway, and Stocker was not playing Walker as a pull hitter, so went through there without any problems. Jackson in some second inning trouble.
One strike to Jeff Kent. And 2 to Kent. He's hitting at .279, 18 home runs, 65 RBIs. Ball jumps off his bat. He has been a disappointment defensively at second base. Center field. Dykstra all the way back in front of the fence, makes the catch, and both runners will tag and move after the catch.
Jackson was fortunate that he got out of that. But he threw a two-strike fastball right down the heart of the plate. You see Lenny plastered against the fence. Phillies will keep their infield back here.
Darren Jackson, the batter. He's hitting at 141. He's missed most of the season with hyperthyroidism. Came over from the Toronto Blue Jays. That should be deep enough to score the run. Wes Chamberlain makes the catch. Tagging and coming home easily is Gallagher. Going to third is Chico Walker. So the Mets take a 1-0 lead on a sacrifice fly by Darren Jackson. And we'll bring up Charlie O'Brien.
Leadoff walk cost Danny Jackson a run.
Chico Walker at third base with 2 outs. One nothing New York here in the second. Straight back, 0-2. Now balls and 2 strikes to Charlie O'Brien. Charlie hitting at 220. Down in the end, 1-2.
O'Brien's a low ball hitter, likes the ball on the inside half of the plate.
Fouls that one back. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Inside. 2-2. Ground ball to Kevin Stocker. Charlie O'Brien is retired. So are the Mets, but they take the lead with a run in the inning. They do it with 1 hit, no Philly errors, and 1 man left after 2, 1-0 New York.
What I like about you, you really know how to dance. Hey!
From the Jersey Shore is Bud Light.
Now this is Jersey. Bridge and Tunnel, here we come. I drink Bud Light because it's made in New Jersey.
Make it a Bud Light, baby. Hey! Give it up for Bud Light, girlfriend.
Whoop, there it is. Hey! Jersey and Bud Light, you got it. Bud Light, it's unbelievable. Oh! Hey!
While some travel the path of luxury, others search for the road of fiscal responsibility. However, for a limited time, there is an alternate route, one that offers the best of both. The Mitsubishi Diamante ES lease, just $299 a month with no money down. So lease a Diamante from Mitsubishi.
Take the direct route to your 3-state Mitsubishi Motors dealer.
Just picked up Darren's Alton and Anthony Hardaway at McDonald's. Want to trade?
Collect McDonald's Classic 4 Sport Trading Cards featuring the hottest superstars and rookies. Each pack of 5 is only $1.29 with any extra value meal purchase, like a Cheese Lovers Quarter Pounder, large fries, and medium Coke Classic. Plus, there's a chance to win one of thousands of prizes, including sports memorabilia.
Chris Webber and Jerry Rice for Dalton and Hardaway. Deal.
Man, he gave us away too easy.
What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
You'll get a great-looking Phillies poster free, compliments of Acme, plus plenty of fun surprises when the Phillies play the Braves on Fan Appreciation Day, Sunday, September 26th at 1:35. Reserve your tickets now. Call 463-1000.
Danny Jackson leads off for the Phillies here in the third, takes one over for a strike. Danny hitting an .089. Our trivia question tonight brought to you by Roy Rogers, that one-of-a-kind place with that one-of-a-kind taste. 1 week ago tonight, Mark Whiten hit 4 homers in a game. Can you name the only pitcher in Major League history to give up 4 consecutive home runs in 1 inning? Very difficult question tonight, Whitey.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
In 1 inning.
Yep. Back-to-back homers. 4 of them. Jackson fouls that one back.
Henry Hershey, Doug Martin, Larry Stoltzfus here from Lancaster.
Jackson goes down swinging, second strikeout for Tanana. And Joe Shuker, Sean Hodges, and Paul Slook, all from Darby, are here at Shea Stadium cheering for the Phils tonight. Here's Lenny Dykstra. He fouled out down the right field line his first time up.
Tanana's throwing strikes with almost all these pitches. When he does that, he can give the hitters a rough night.
1 ball and 1 strike. Taking the lead at Detroit 3-2 in the second inning. Three balls and a strike.
There's 3 straight sliders. I don't think Dykstra would get the fastball here.
Drive left field. Jackson can't get it. Bounds past him. It'll be a double for Lenny Dykstra. So Dykstra with his 39th double of the year. He's among the league leaders in that department.
That's a ball that should have been caught. Jackson broke back right in the beginning and never did get any leather on it. Nice soft grass out there. The ball didn't roll far away, but should have been caught.
So Dykstra at second base with 1 down for Mariano Duncan. He singled his first time up. Breaking ball for a strike.
0-2 to Mariano Duncan. Cincinnati's going to have a lot to say about that National League West race. Playing at Atlanta, a 3-game series. Then go home to host San Francisco. Giants are a game and a half back. They've lost 6 in a row. Jammed him a little bit, and he lost it in the air to left center. Ryan Thompson makes the catch for out number 2. And we'll bring up Ricky Jordan. Well, the Phillies' final homestand coming up on Monday against Florida. Florida's in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 7:35, an off day Thursday, and then those Atlanta Braves move in for the final series of the season at home. Friday at 7:35, Saturday 7:05, Sunday Fan Appreciation Day at 1:35. Plan to be on hand for the final homestand of the season. Get your tickets by calling 463-1000. To deep left. This ball is out of here. Home run, Ricky Jordan, and the Phillies take a 2-1 lead here in the third. Number 5 for Jordan.
Nana tried to slip that fastball by Jordan, and he tried to get it inside corner, which he did. Evidently, Jordan was ready for that pitch. It was the same pitch he just got Duncan out on, but Jordan really unwrapped that frame to uppercut the ball right out of the yard.
One of the reasons for the Phils' 5.5-game lead is everybody has contributed. John Kruk sitting this one out, and Ricky Jordan slams a 2-run homer. 1 strike to Dave Hollins. We mentioned Tanana will give up the long ball. It's the 26th home run he has given up. Right over the top of the head of Larry Boa.
Tried to slip that fastball by Hollins. That was a little inside the plate. That's why Dave, he was ready for it, but he pulled it way foul.
Ball and 2 strikes to Hollins. Pops a foul, first base side. It's headed toward the crowd and out of play. Only pitchers now have given up more home runs than Frank Tanana in the National League. Greg Harris of Colorado, 29, and Jack Armstrong of Florida, 28. Yankees scored 3 in the first at Milwaukee. Yankees a game and a half behind Toronto coming into play today. Ricky Jordan. Collins gets out in front of a changeup. It's still 2-2.
He might get a start tomorrow against another left-hander here.
Eric Hillman gets Kurt Schilling. Hollins is out on strikes, but the Phillies get 2 on 2 hits, including a homer by Jordan. Nobody left. Go to the bottom of the third, 2-1 Phils.
hearing. A well-equipped Dodge Shadow for around $10,000. Spirit, the lowest priced 6-passenger car out there, around $12,100. Or own a Caravan, including air at no extra charge for under $15,100.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Negative.
To save pennies per call on your 800 service, would you risk losing sales?
No way.
No. Not a chance.
That's what over 9 out of 10 800 users we surveyed said. Introducing Maximum Advantage from AT&T. Now you can automatically get AT&T's lowest price guaranteed on the most reliable 800 service in the business. Know anyone who can beat that?
No.
Maximum Advantage from AT&T, the best in the business.
It's pretty safe to say that nobody's going to award us the Nobel Prize for designing a filtering system for Sunoco gasoline. But what this filter does is keep the tiny particles that can find their way into gasoline from finding their way into your engine. We've been told we're a tad on the obsessive side. Tell that to the guy on the side of the road with a clogged fuel line.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Bud Light. If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. By the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. And by your local Hyundai dealer. Hyundai, cars that make sense.
Get out of that tunnel, Harry.
I think you're in it, too.
Sounds like we're down in a well somewhere.
Frank Tanana leads it off. Tanana hitting a 161. One strike to him. Our trivia question tonight brought to you by Roy Rogers, that one-of-a-kind place with that one-of-a-kind taste. Can you name the only pitcher in Major League history to give up 4 consecutive home runs in 1 inning? This is a tough question, so I'll have to give you some hints. It happened in July of 1963. This fellow was pitching for California at the time. Pitched most of his career with the Tigers. Cleveland hit 4 consecutive home runs off him by Woody Held, by that Pedro Ramos pitcher who was a good hitter, Tito Francona and Larry Brown.
No idea.
Yeah. That was very, very difficult. Very difficult. Would be that Paul Foytak. Wafted into shallow left. Incaviglia calls Stocker off and makes the play. Tanana's out, 1 down. I'll bring on Ryan Thompson. Thompson grounded to short his first time up.
Happy birthday to Charlie Morrow. Charlie, an old squash player, celebrating his 58th. Played with Charlie a couple times at the Marion Cricket Club.
1 strike to Ryan Thompson.
I think I won. Even beat a younger man.
Fouls that one back and out of play. Coming in 2. Danny Jackson's pitched 1 shutout this year. It came against the Mets. He shut out Doc Gooden 3-0 here at Shea Stadium. Into left field, coming hard. Incaviglia makes the grab. That's 2 down. And it will bring up Kevin Baez. Baez flied out to center his first time up.
Henry and Alma watching our game in Philadelphia tonight. Married 70 years today.
2 outs and no base runners here in the bottom of the third. Phil's lead 2-1. Fouled out of play by Baez. Bouncing up there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball third. Took a funny hop on Hollins. He stayed with it and guns across in time to get Baez. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Chris Wheeler joins Rich Ashburn in the fourth after 3, 2-1 Phillies.
Live from Philly, it's Bud Light.
Bud Light is in the house! I'm talking about Bud Light.
Bud Light is slamming! We just want a Bud Light, is that so wrong? Salute.
Hola, amigo.
Sergeant Bud Light, yeah! Birdman loves Bud Light.
I need a Bud Light. We live in Philly and we love Bud Light.
Ask for Bud Light.
Our values are changing these days. People are reconsidering what to do with their money. And while just about everyone else is trying to sell you a $15,000 automobile with some interesting standard features, we'd like you to consider an automobile from under $7,000 with some interesting options on what to do with the rest of your money. The Excel from Hyundai. Cars that make sense.
Hi, I'm Neil Hartman. Budweiser and the Phillies want to send you and a guest to the World Series. Right now, be the 5th caller to 1-800-432-1745. And you'll win a Budweiser sports bag and a replica Phillies cap. All winners then qualify for the grand prize, an all-expense-paid trip to the first 2 games of the World Series in the host American League city. So call now and pack your bags, because with a little luck, you could be on your way to the first 2 games of the World Series. Compliments of Budweiser.
Well, if you missed your chance this year, make sure you're on board next season with Phillies season tickets. There are plans to suit any budget and schedule, from full season ticket plans to just 16 games or 13 Sundays. Plus, there are always special benefits to being a season ticket holder, including options to purchase postseason tickets. Just call 463-5000 for information on season tickets. Dutch Dalton takes a strike, or takes a ball. Chris Wheeler with us here in the fourth. Ball and a strike to Dalton. Dalton lined out to left field his first time up. Dalton, Incaviglia, and Chamberlain to face Frank Tanana. Just outside.
Darren Jackson made a good play on it. That ball you're talking about to left field, the ball slicing back to him, and he made a good running catch on the ball. Looked like a double off the bat.
Good fastball over. 2-2 the count to Dalton. Dalton hitting at 260. Missed the curve. Full count. Tanana has thrown a first strike over to every hitter in this game except Dalton this time and Wes Chamberlain.
And he walked Chamberlain.
Yeah. Got the outside corner with that fastball. The 4th strikeout for Frank Tanana.
Darren Dalton must have thought the veteran Harry Wendelstedt missed that pitch because he gave him a long look, but that looks like it's a strike.
Well, from a hitter standpoint, it looked like a ball. Too close to take, obviously. Incaviglia flied out his first time up. Pete hitting at 279. Line drive and off the top of the wall. He's going to have to hustle. Whoa, he's out. Randy Marsh, first base umpire, over to make that call. That ball got to the...
And he's hurt, too.
To the left field fence so quickly.
And Incaviglia looks like he's hurt, too. Oh, no. Ball missed a home run by a foot. And Incaviglia grabbed down near his ankle area, his left ankle. Here it is, and it's like a 2-iron. Misses a home run by, you see, just barely misses a home run, and then is out at second and maybe out of this ball game.
Yeah, you wonder. I wonder if he hurt that ankle rounding first.
I don't know, but he can't put much weight on it. This is... Here he is right here.
You know, it doesn't look like an ankle injury there on that slide.
No, but, you know, it looked like he was running fine until he went into that head-first slide and started dragging that ankle. Oh, man, that's a huge loss to the Phillies. Incaviglia had hurt his knee a little bit, as you remember, in Philadelphia. But it looked like he was grabbing well below his knee.
It looked, out of the corner of my eye, it looked like he had a little trouble rounding the bag at first.
Yeah, maybe he stumbled.
Maybe he twisted a little bit. He'll leave the ball game.
You would sure think so.
2 outs. And Wes Chamberlain will be the batter. He walked his first time up, the only walk Tanana has allowed.
You know, Jeff Cooper and Mark Anderson going to get him back to the trainer's room.
I tell you, they do wonders with those injuries. Some guys have been hurt this summer. We thought would be out much longer.
I think Incaviglia is still standing in the runway down there and has not gone down towards the trainer's room yet, and now they're going to sit him down right there and look at him.
Strike one on Chamberlain. Pretty well, but Thompson, plenty of room, and that'll retire the side. No runs, a hit, nobody left. Mets batting in the 4th. Phil's lead 2-1.
Don't you have anything to fit me? No offense, Mr. Jones, but you are a little on the small side. I need more choices. Harry, give me those genuine yellow pages. Look, choices. Italian, Greek, Chinese. You want more? Those are restaurants. That's right. You put some meat on those bones and come back and see us.
9 out of 10 use it.
Mr. Matterhorn.
The genuine Bella, Pennsylvania yellow pages from Bell Atlantic.
Are you losing weight?
Cadillac Closeout 93 is underway, and there's never been a better time to buy a new Cadillac. Get a closeout deal on a new 93 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, and then get an additional $3,000 cash bonus from Cadillac. Choose a 93 Cadillac Fleetwood, the roomiest sedan on the American road, and get $2,000 cash bonus from Cadillac. The ultra-prestigious 93 Cadillac Seville and Eldorado have incredible new leasing offers. Inventories are limited. When they're gone, they're gone. See your Cadillac Super Network dealer now.
Good evening, I'm Neil Hartman. Here's scores in the American League. No score in Texas, Kansas City, and Minnesota. It's 3-1 New York out in front of Milwaukee. Detroit has just taken the lead on Lou Whitaker's grand slam home run. Boston trails Baltimore 2-1 in the 4th. Seattle, California later on. No score in that Montreal-St. Louis game in the 2nd. Back to Shea.
Thanks, Neil. Eddie Murray fouls one off. Murray, Gallagher, Walker to face Danny Jackson. Milt Thompson is in left field for the Phillies.
There he is. Incaviglia was trying to stay in the game, but, you know, they finally talked him into going into the trainer's room.
Broken bat, base hit. Murray got one of those last night. Exactly the same spot. And he's a leadoff runner here in the 4th.
It's one of those good pitches. And the hitter just is very strong. It was a fastball. It got in on Eddie Murray a little bit. Then he breaks his bat, slings it into center.
Gallagher, the batter, walked and scored the Mets run in the second inning. Dave Gallagher is a player who's always played well against the Phillies. Might be a double play ball. It is. Well, just like that, 2 outs and nobody on.
Oh, what a good play by Stocker.
Yeah, he had kind of an in-between hop there,
Sure
too.
did.
Navy Notre Dame will play at Veterans Stadium October 30th on a Saturday. College football, all the color pageantry and spirit of a traditional rivalry. The Fighting Irish will play the Midshipmen at Veterans Stadium. Call 463-1000 or stop by Phillies ticket office at Veterans Stadium. This exciting college football game sponsored by Super Pretzels, soft pretzels, Herman's World of Sporting Goods, WOGL, and the Philadelphia Inquirer. Saturday, October 30th. Navy Notre Dame should be easy for Dykstra as Chico Walker flies out the center. No runs, a hit, nobody left. After 4 full, Phils lead the Mets 2-1.
What's wagging? Big 4 again. Usual number. Straight. And box it, too. 50 cents each running.
The Pennsylvania Lottery's Big 4 game.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Don't forget to play both ways every day. You might be the lucky dog who wins.
This house is you, Boomer. And the owners aren't anxious to sell.
It was for immigrants and their children and their dreams. It was for families, for new beginnings. And today, there's still just one reason why we always do our best. It's for you. Mellon PSFS.
Hey, Philly, let's get busy! Hey, Philadelphia, show us your Bud Light! Woo! There it is! I'd drop everything for a Bud Light!
Bud Light's a blast! We'd ring the Liberty Bell for a Bud Light!
I go ape for Bud Light!
If you're not drinking Bud Light, you're not in the family.
Hey, Philly style with Bud Light! We want to drink our Bud Lights with you! Hey!
2-1 ball game here in the 4th inning. How they scored. The Mets with a run in the second. Sacrifice fly by Darren Jackson. And the Phillies take the lead in the 3rd on a double by Dykstra. And Ricky Jordan's 2-run home run lead it 2-1.
Kevin Stocker leads it off. Struck out his first time up. Bunts it foul. Stocker, Jackson, Dykstra to face the 40-year-old left-hander Frank Tanana. Stocker's hitting at .340.
Jim and Jimmy Ty of Northeast Philadelphia at the ball game tonight. And birthday wishes to Jeff Greenswag from the Allentown area. A large group of people from Allentown here at the ballpark.
Just missed 1-1 the count. Montreal St. Louis scoreless after 2 innings. Playing in St. Louis. Easy fly ball. Gallagher. 1 down.
Tanana can really make hitters look bad. He got Stocker first time up by throwing a fastball in on him, so he made him aware of that. Now he goes change-ups, breaking balls away, and really established the outside part of the plate for himself to work with Kevin, and got him to chase a change-up there.
Danny Jackson struck out his first time. Low, ball 1. cut, fouled it off. 1-1 the count. And he's not hitting much. 0-88, but he's strong if he ever gets his bat on a ball.
Yeah, he knows he's just not a very good hitter. He has 31 strikeouts this year.
Walker, good play. Good play to get Danny Jackson by Chico Walker.
Yeah, Baez might not have gotten him if Walker didn't cut this off, because Danny Jackson's one of those pitchers who's a very good athlete and runs real hard. And you can see him busting down the line, and Walker gets him by a few steps by cutting it off.
Now is Jackson hurt?
Oh, no. It looks like he's limping.
What's going on here? Must be some soft grass out there.
You know, he was all right going by the bag.
Yeah, he did it taking his turn back, you know, to the dugout. Well, 2 outs, nobody on. Lenny Dykstra, the batter. Lenny's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. He scored ahead of Jordan's home run in the 3rd. One thing the Phillies don't need is another injury to a starting pitcher.
That's for sure.
Ball 1 on Dykstra. Lenny hitting at 305. And ball 2.
It's one of those things when Danny was walking through the dugout there, his teammates didn't want to look at him. And they're kind of just half glancing like, you're all right, aren't you?
Curveball, got it over. Can't guess with this pitcher.
No, he's going to pitch backwards because he has to. Then he throws a fastball, and the hitter's going to be behind it a little bit because he's already established it. He can throw that off-speed stuff over.
He's one of those pitchers that seems to get into a hitter's mind. Bothers hitters a lot. Hitters like to think that they can outsmart pitchers, but you try to outsmart this fella, you're going to be in trouble. Base hit. Slipped another fastball in there. Dykstra didn't really scald it, but he dumped it over the infield. He's a 2-out base runner. Lenny's 2nd hit of the ball game.
Well, I think Lenny was protecting on a fastball in, and if he got a breaking ball or a changeup, he was going to be ready for it. Because Tanana, you know, got that ball in. Now watch what he does with it. That's what he says. He doesn't hit it real hard. He just kind of slings it into the outfield.
That's what a good hitter does against a pitcher like this. You're ready for anything. Here's Duncan. Duncan is singled and flied out to center. Outside, ball 1. What is the status on that suspension?
Well, they announced it this afternoon that he's been suspended for 3 games along with Castillo for 3 games, but both are appealing.
So that'll get him through the weekend. Fooled on a changeup. 1-1 the count. The National League office doesn't usually. Well, he'll get a hearing then, won't it, Duncan?
And Cavilla leaving the game with a strained left calf, and that's just where he grabbed it, right above the ankle. So we have no idea how long that means that Cavilla will be out, but what a terrific loss for the Phillies because they face another left-handed pitcher tomorrow night, Hillman.
Tanana trying to keep Dykstra close. Lenny's stolen 36 bases. Ball 2 and a strike on Duncan. Phillies lead 2-1. We're in the top of the 5th. Foul ball.
Danny Jackson just coming up from the trainer's room right now, just coming up into the Phillies dugout. Mark Anderson had been down there with him. There he is.
I don't think he'll leave the game if he can pitch at all.
No, he's not leaving, that's for sure. Because you can see he's come back and has his glove and cap sitting there beside Dalton and Hollins.
Mariano chases low. Count stays at 2-2. Dykes was on first. 2 outs. Top of the 5th.
Phillies desperately need him to stay in the rotation and pitch well, because he has really been a good pitcher the last 6 weeks to 2 months.
That fastball inside corner to retire the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left on. Mets batting in the 5th. Phils lead 2-1.
'93 clearance time is on at your Hyundai dealer, and up to $2,000 factory cash back makes it the best time of the year to buy the Hyundai of your choice. Right now, you can get into a sleek new Elantra for as low as $86.49. Plus, you don't have to make a down payment. No money down. And that's not all, because you'll get 2 years of scheduled service at no charge. So for big savings, no down payment, and no cost scheduled service, get into your Hyundai dealer today. Hurry in now for the best selection of models and colors during '93 clearance time.
Mummers March, Flyer Score, Summers down the shore, William Penn, Poconos, special places you know. We've been through everything you've been through. We've grown up proud and strong like you. We know what you want your bank to do. Core States Banks, you know us and we know you. Core States Banks, you know us and we know you.
The Phillies look to flatten Florida when they play the Marlins Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, September 20th through the 22nd, all at 7:35. Then they're out to bop the Braves. Friday the 24th at 7:35, Saturday the 25th at 7:05, and Sunday the 26th at 1:35, when all fans receive a free Phillies poster and more on Fan Appreciation Day. Call 463-1000.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by your local Quality Plus Ford dealer. Now's the time to save big on the best-selling cars and trucks in America during our Ford dealers model year-end clearance. The Pennsylvania Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. And by AT&T, because you're not the same as anybody else, there's the I-Plan. Jeff Kent leads it off. Danny Jackson's out there. Strike 1 on Kent. Kent flied out to center field his first at-bat.
Both Mark Anderson and Jeff Cooper in the corner of the Phillies dugout watching Jackson very closely now. They want to make sure that he doesn't alter anything if, in fact, he did hurt an ankle or a knee on that play.
Kent, Jackson, O'Brien to face Danny Jackson. Those two guys do a great job. Missed outside.
Montreal Expos have scored 3 runs. They continue their unbelievable run that they're on right now. Grissom doubled in a couple. Lansing knocked in a run, so they lead 3-0.
Should be easy for Duncan. 1 down as Kent pops out.
Scoreboard watching fun this time of the year. If the Phillies win their games, there's not much Montreal can do.
Well, they've won 15 out of 16, and they've won 18 out of 20.
That's all. Phillies went 9-11, which, you know, isn't too hot, but, you know, it's not horrible. Expos went 18-2 in those 20 games.
Darren Jackson, the batter, knocked in the Mets run in the 2nd inning with a sacrifice fly. Doc Gooden is through for the year for the Mets. Jackson gets a base hit. And he's a one-out base runner.
Darren Jackson, who a lot was expected from him coming over, and he's been ill, hits a fastball to left field for a base hit. Darren Jackson's a guy with a lot of potential. And now we're told it's 4-0 Montreal as they continue to score in the third inning off Alan Watson, who started out, I think, 6-0. And tonight is 6-4 coming into this game. And Reeder's 7-0, the young left-hander pitching against him.
Charlie O'Brien, the batter, falls pretty well. Milt Thompson almost fell. What's going on in that outfield?
He took a divot, that's for sure.
Better replace it.
There it is. Good course management.
O'Brien out on a line drive to left, 2 outs. Jackson on first, and pitcher Frank Tanana.
There's Thompson slipping and then catching the ball. You remember he did that in a game in Colorado this year, slipped in an inning, and then the Rockies wound up with a big inning after that and beat the Phillies in a ball game.
Freddie Benavides.
Freddie Benavides, right.
3-run homer. Ball's hit well, but right at Lenny Dykstra. That'll retire the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left on after 5 full innings. 2-1 Phillies.
Hey, Jersey, I'm buying. I drink Bud Light because I'm 245 pounds of U.S. steel and sex appeal.
He's unbelievable.
Jersey girls dig Bud Light.
Bud Light is made in New Jersey.
You know, we own that Statue of Liberty. They stole it from us.
Yo, bartender, Bud Light.
You want one too, don't you? How about a Bud Light?
Yo, it's Jersey stuff. It's Bud Light, you know?
Bud Light, up and away.
People, man, are they different. In Germany, they don't like what they like in France. And in England, they don't like what they like in Germany. In Spain, they run in front of bowls. In Greece, they smash plates. Italians speak the same language 40 different ways. And the French love Jerry Lewis. Nobody likes the same thing. So how come so many people love Volkswagen? Germany, France, England, Sweden, Japan, Finland. The new Golf is the best-selling car in the world. The new Jetta? The first German road car people can afford. Do these people know something that we don't? Well, I'm no expert, but it seems to me, people who want quality, safety, people who want excitement, find it in the new Volkswagens. Hey, maybe people aren't that different after all. The new Volkswagens, the most loved cars in the world.
Both starting pitchers doing a pretty good job. Tanana has 5 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Danny Jackson has no strikes and 1 walk. Phillies do lead in the game 2-1. Tanana's allowed 5 hits and Jackson just 3. Ricky Jordan will lead it off. Jordan, Hollins, and Dalton to face Tanana. Jordan is one batter who hurt Tanana, that 2-run home run in the 3rd inning.
You know how you say you never forget a count as we look at that Phillies fan? Well, you better stick to that right now because all the scoreboards just went out. There's no peeking. Look at this. And the auxiliary boards are also out.
Well, we're all right here. Jordan takes a strike. Ricky 1 for 2 with that home run.
Always that nice little security blanket to look up and see what the count is.
Well, I never forget a count. I can forget a score. Jordan chases a bad pitch. 0-2.
Happy birthday to Gwen Solomon in Northeast Philadelphia, mother of Becky Solomon, who's our AD here in the booth. So happy birthday to you, Gwen, from all of us and your daughter.
Hey, Becky does an excellent job. Ooh, that was close. Inside, 1-2 the count for Jordan.
That's right. We've been doing a lot of extra pregame stuff for the late starts up here. We've been down there doing that for the games.
Struck him out. Low changeup. That's 6 strikeouts for Tanana, who doesn't strike out that many ordinarily.
No, he did at one time in his career, but not anymore. But Phillies are chasing a lot of pitches because he's getting ahead in the count. And as Whitey said, he struck him out with a changeup there.
Ricky really didn't swing at a strike. Dave Hollins flied to right, struck out. Dave's 0 for 2. Right called. He's ahead of almost every hitter. Inside, we'll pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL-TV, Philadelphia.
A ball and a strike on Hollins. Foul ball. Oh! Didn't get it, but Charlie O'Brien gave it a good try. He really crashed into that wall. Low fence down there.
That's a great effort by O'Brien. You know, at this point in the season where the Mets, you know, are such a bad ball club, and he really hustled after that. He actually was offline on it just a little bit, or he might have caught it.
Ball and 2 strikes on Hollins. 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
That's got a crutch down there trying to get the ball up the screen.
Struck Hollins out on that low changeup. Phillies were really chasing some bad pitches. Phillies yearbook, 1993 Phillies yearbook available. 45th annual edition is now ready. Colorful book containing 72 pages of great photos, statistics, interesting articles about the Phillies. You can order this keepsake by mail. Send a check or money order for $8, includes mailing the Phillies yearbook, Post Office Box 7575, Philadelphia 19101. Be sure to include a return address and allow a couple weeks for delivery. Ball and a strike on Dalton. Dutch is lined out to left and struck out. It's the best game Tanana, I think, has pitched against the Phillies so far this year. Inside with that fastball.
See who he's tied with for 47th place on the all-time win list, one of your favorite pitchers?
That would be 3-fingered Brown.
That is correct.
Just think what he could have done with 5 fingers.
Old Mordecai.
Brown evens up at 2-2 on Dalton. 3-fingered Brown only had 3 fingers, you know. That's not a nickname. He had 3 fingers.
That's the way a lot of guys throw their changeups. Take a couple fingers off the ball and pull down the shade, as they say.
2-2 on Dalton. Check swing. That'll be trouble. Forget it. Threw it away. Backed up there nicely by Jeff Kent. That'll be an infield single for Dalton.
See, Tanana fell down after he threw that ball. He was all off balance trying to throw it. He broke Darren Dalton's bat on a ball right in on his hands, and then it just squirts down the line. Now as he goes to throw, he just keeps on going. Whitey said backed up nicely by Kent. Dalton saw that right away, stayed at first.
Dalton's a 2-out base runner for Milt Thompson. Milt in the game because of Incaviglia's injury, leg injury. Don't know how serious it is yet. They called it a strain, didn't they?
Yeah, a strained left calf. As we look at one of those Phillies fans here at the ballpark.
Dalton on first, 2 outs. Dalton not taking much of a lead. Thompson hitting at 262. Strike one.
And Cavilla guy really has worn out Tanana too, with 4 lifetime homers off him. He missed that home run maybe by a foot his last time up, and then injured himself sliding into second. Pulled that muscle.
Watching Dalton. This has been a pitcher's game so far. I think Dalton's going anywhere, but Tanana's keeping an eye on him. Outside, 1-1 on Milt. Outside again. And our scoreboard's back.
There it is. A little dark out there for a while, right center.
Three and 1 the count to Thompson. Milt gets on. West Chamberlain would bat. Dalton's only off that bag a step or two. Johnny Jackson pitched an excellent game so far. Milt chased a bad pitch. That could be a problem. If it's fair, it's foul. We'll go for a strike. Full count on Milt Thompson. Milt likes to swing at that high pitch.
Well, he's a high ball hitter, and you know, sometimes he drives it and sometimes he doesn't. And that time he jammed himself with it. Now Dalton will be off running with a 3-2 count, 2 outs. There's Tony Longmire and Ricky Jordan in the Phillies dugout. Ricky with the 2-run home run tonight to give the Phillies the lead thus far.
3-2 curveball struck him out. Tanana strikes out the side. No runs hit, 1 left on. Mets batting in the 6th. Phillies lead 2-1.
The metal cylinder is secured and turned in a counterclockwise motion, causing the internal railing to rise and disengage. It's easy to make something as simple as opening a jar complex. The challenge is making the complex simple. But that's what we do at Bell Atlantic Mobile. We take cutting-edge technology and place it comfortably in your hands. Bell Atlantic Mobile. Advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
You get a Mustang and a
Each year, a shipment of school supplies arrives at community colleges nationwide. Here, students, handpicked by Ford dealers, earn degrees in automotive technology on Ford cars and trucks. All to give you service at your dealer you won't find anywhere else. Quality care, where the quality continues.
For quality service or to test drive one of the best-selling cars and trucks in America, see your local Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
How many men upstairs? Let me rephrase that.
There's an exception to every rule.
I can take your badge right now for initiating an illegal investigation.
On the Pittsburgh police force,
Hurry, behind you!
his name is Tom Hardy.
Officer Hardy was not out of control.
I'm trying to solve a murder here!
Bruce Willis, Sarah Jessica Parker. Striking Distance. Rated R. At theaters Friday.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by McDonald's. what you want is what you get at McDonald's today. Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change. And by American Express, don't leave home without it. Skyline off the scoreboard here. Phillies fans around Shea Stadium. Top of the order for the Mets, Thompson, Baez, and Murray to face Danny Jackson. Phillies with a 2-1 lead. Ryan Thompson is 0 for 2. Ball 1 the count. He's hitting at 249. Good changeup by Jackson. A ball and a strike.
You're looking for his season high in strikeouts on the notes, and there you see it. He has tied his season high with 8.
One hopper, Holland. Right to Jordan. 1 down here in the 6th.
Frank Tanana had 3 consecutive years in the American Leagues of 200 or more strikeouts. That's what kind of power pitcher this guy was at one time. That was in the 70s. 17's his career high in one game. I mean, he can't do that anymore, but tonight he's been dazzling the Phillies with that off-speed stuff.
Kevin Baez 0 for 2. Flied out, grounded out. Not hitting much, 175. Evan Stocker. 2 outs with 3 pitches for Danny Jackson. And the batter will be Eddie Murray, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Murray hitting at 278.
Murray taking a long time coming up the home plate, and the reason being what Whitey just said. Danny Jackson's having that easy inning so far with 3 pitches. So he wants to give that 40-year-old pitcher his right there, Frank Tanana, a little extra time in the dugout.
Think he'll take a pitch? I doubt it.
Well, you know, he could set you up for that,
sure.
too. A guy like Eddie Murray taking all the thing. Well, I'll just get ahead of him with a first ball fastball.
Could tie it with 1 swing of the bat.
Heck yeah.
It was right over. Strike 1.
Yep.
It's what you call a team player, Wheels.
Who?
Eddie Murray. Took 1 for the team. He took 2 for the team. Strike 2. I don't think he'll take 3 for the team.
No.
Right. Whoa, he booted it. That'd be an error on Kevin Stocker. You don't see that very often.
No, that's an error. Yeah, he just lifted up. Be an easy play there. Didn't even look like it was taking any funny hops or anything, and Stocker's been so steady. Watch what happens. He just lifts up. Ball's hit to him, and he comes up too soon, and it hits him off his shin and then caroms away. That's just an example of the rear end coming up too fast, and that means the glove's going to come up with it.
2-out base runner on the error by Stocker. Dave Gallagher has walked, scored the only Mets run, and grounded into a double play. Takes the ball low. Eddie Murray has stolen 1 base. A base hit. Phillies never get Dave Gallagher out in a ball game. The Mets with 2 on, 2 outs. Chico Walker, the batter, he's 1 for 2 with a single.
And Darren Dalton talking to Danny Jackson, which should have been a very easy inning for him, has turned into a problem now after the error and then a base hit.
Johnny Padres. Johnny doesn't look like he's a barrel of laughs. He's a pretty good, happy-go-lucky fellow most of the time. He worries about his pitches. batter here for Danny Jackson. A little bit low, ball one. Walker hitting .232. He's hitting more right-handed than left-handed by quite a bit. High and outside, ball two. Jackson trying to pitch out of what is now a 4-out inning. Just missed. 3-0.
You get a guy on deck who's a tough hitter too, Jeff Kent.
Whoa. You got a call there. That was low. Wendelstedt gave him the pitch.
Sure looked low.
It was low, way low.
Oh, yeah. And outside.
3-1 to count. Full count. Runners will be going, which will help Eddie Murray at second because he doesn't run that well, but gets a head start. You don't throw him out on a single through the infield. Big pitch in this ball game right here. Full count to Chico Walker. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Second walk by Danny Jackson, and he'll face Jeff Kent. He's 0 for 2, flied out to center, popped out to second. Well, that little error is kind of started a little wildfire here. Mets trying to capitalize. Danny Jackson trying to get through it. Dykstra, can he get it? No. Oh, 3 runs are going to score. Mets lead it 4-2. Unbelievable. Kent hit it right off the end of the bat. Slipped by Dykstra, then it slipped by Thompson.
Yeah, they're all unearned, but they're on the board. There you go, right off the end of the bat. Dykstra playing deep with 2 outs, can't get there, and then he lets it get by him. Thompson has to go after it. Should be a single, maybe an error. I don't know. We'll see how they wind up scoring it, but as Whitey says, 3 runs on the board after the error by Stocker, who usually doesn't do that. There's Kevin. All of them unearned.
Mets lead it 4-2, still batting. Kent's on second. They scored that a double all the way. Nope. Single.
2 RBIs and an E8.
Jackson, the batter, knocked in a run on a sacrifice fly and a single. Ball 1.
There's Bobby Thigpen starting to throw now in the bullpen.
And the Phillies are going to have to come from behind if they want to win this ball game. Ball and a strike on Jackson.
Montreal's winning their game 5-0 in the 5th inning. And Tanana right there has been very tough so far.
should have been Danny Jackson's easiest inning, the way it started out.
Yeah, Murray was up there. He was 0-2 on him. Weirdest things can happen in this game with nobody on base, 2 strikes on a hitter, and it's happened in this inning. It's happened twice to the Phillies now in a week.
Get Tommy Green. It's those Cubs. Got another call there. A low pitch, 2-2. How low that is. Green reacting. Struck him out, but a lot of damage done. 3 unearned runs. 2 hits, costly error, and a man left on base. Harry Callis joins Wheels in the 7th after 6 full. Mets lead the Phillies 4-2.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
A blast! We'd ring the Liberty Bell for a Bud Light!
I don't aim for Bud Light! If you're not drinking Bud Light, you're not in the family.
Hey! Philly style with Bud Light! We want to drink our Bud Lights with you! Hey!
My store is my life. I've given it everything. To me, there's nothing else like it.
At Nationwide Insurance, we believe that every business is different. Each one has its own needs. You have to.
They've helped me with my home and car insurance, so I knew we could develop a plan to protect my business.
The last thing Bob needs to worry about is insurance. That's my job.
Nationwide is on your side.
For your enjoyment and safety, American Express asked me to show you what to do when you get a card application in the mail. Grasp the envelope firmly, fill out the application, place the return envelope squarely in the mailbox, and return to your prior activity.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 2. Tomorrow at 7:30, TV's hottest new show puts you behind the wheel of an explosive new series. Don't miss real stories of the Highway Patrol only on PHL 17. Back for play-by-play, Harry Callis.
All right, thanks, Wheels. And Wes Chamberlain leads it off. He has walked and flied out to center. Mets leading it by a score of 4-2, getting 3 unearned runs in that 6th inning. Phillies keep the bullpen active, so Danny Jackson, who's scheduled to hit third, could be out of this game here in this 7th inning. Bobby Thigpen is up. Wes Chamberlain, base hit center field. He's a leadoff base runner for Kevin Stocker, who has struck out and flied out.
Todd Pratt has moved into the on-deck circle. At this point, the bat for Jackson. There he is.
So here's Stocker with Chamberlain at first and nobody out. Changeup hit foul down the first base side, out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kurt Schilling has the ball for the Phils, and Eric Hillman for New York in the final game of this series. Missing 2-1. .62 strikes and 28 balls, so he has been throwing a lot of strikes.
He's been throwing a lot of first pitch strikes too. He's been ahead in the count most of the night. As a result, he's pitched pretty well here, to say the least. 8 strikeouts.
That equals his season high as Mike Maddox gets up in the New York Met bullpen. Tanana has not pitched a complete game all year. And he has the count full now to Kevin Stocker. Stocker pretty good back control. We'll see if Chamberlain runs on this pitch.
Probably won't, down by 2 runs.
He doesn't, and it's poked into right field for a base hit. Chamberlain will go to third, and the Phillies have runners at first and third, and nobody out here in the 7th.
The Phillies just gave up 3 runs to get down by a couple, and they come right back. That looked like a changeup, a 3-2 changeup to Stocker, and he just went with it and hit it the other way. Cut off nicely by Gallagher in right center.
Todd Pratt will bat for the pitcher, Danny Jackson. Pratt hitting at .293. As a pinch hitter, he is 1 for 6. Dallas Green in the Met dugout, not making a move as yet.
Jackson will leave, but it's one of those old deserved a better fate. Pitched well here tonight.
Yeah, he did, and he has a few games like that during the course of the year. Now Dallas is making the slow walk out. John Kruk has a bat in the Phillies dugout, so they could counter with John Kruk if he brings in Maddox. Now Dallas is going back.
It looks like he's thinking about a double switch, but if he's going to make a double switch, he's got to go to the umpire first. He and Bobby Weiner talking about it. Wendelstedt thinks that that's what they're going to do. So
Tanana's scheduled to hit second in the bottom half of this inning, so they will make a double switch.
He forgot to go to the umpire.
Joe Orsulak will come out and play left field. He'll bat in the 9 spot. Maddox will be the new pitcher. He would bat in the number 7 spot. Pitching change for New York. We're in the 7th. Mets lead by a score of 4-2, and we'll be back after these messages.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
It's like having a Phillies ticket window come right to your home. Call 463-1000 and reserve your tickets in advance. No rushing, no waiting, no hassle. 463-1000. It's like having a Phillies ticket window right in your home.
Orsulak in left field will hit 9th. Maddox, the new pitcher. Mike Maddox will bat in the 7th spot. Maddox appearing in his 51st game. He's won 3, lost 7. He has 4 saves, a 3.65 ERA. He's worked 66 and 2/3 innings, giving up 61 hits and 27 earned runs. Struck out 51, walked 22. So Maddox will be facing John Kruk, who will pinch hit for the announced pinch hitter Todd Pratt. Kruk lifetime against Maddox is 3 for 7. Danny Jackson out of the game. After going 6 innings, he pitched well, but Mets got 3 unearned runs off him in the 6th, giving up just 1 earned run on 5 hits. Struck out 1, walked 2. But his log is still on the line. He trails by 2, but the Phillies have runners at first and third and nobody out here in the 7th inning. Atlanta now leads their game 9-0 in the 5th inning over Cincinnati.
Ron Gant has a grand slam in that game.
Terry Pendleton, a 2-run homer. Tom Glavine getting all those runs. He's going for his 19th win.
Ought to get it.
I would think. Maddox, the ex-Phil, coming in here for Frank Tanana. Tanana could win the game. He can't lose it. He is responsible for the runners on base. Maddox, 32 years old. We got him from San Diego, did the Mets for Roger Mason and a minor league pitcher, Mike Freitas. So here's Kruk as a pinch hitter. Crocker hitting at .315. As a pinch hitter, he is 1 for 7.
He has not batted this year off Mike Maddox. In lifetime off him, he is 3 for 7 with an RBI.
In the left field, deep enough to score the run. Orsulak makes the catch. Chamberlain will score, and it's a 4-3 game on a sacrifice fly by John Kruk. Holding at first base is Stocker. And the batter will be Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra's fouled out down the right field line, doubled and scored a run and singled. One strike to Lenny Dykstra. Lenny lifetime 3 for 9 against Maddox. Breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes.
Frank Maddox has a good breaking ball, and he's come up with a pretty good changeup too. He's pitched a little bit better this year. The Mets there, it looked like a changeup on him, but that thing really went down, didn't it? I think it kind of fooled Lenny too, because he had that bewildered look in his face, like, what was that?
No balls and 2 strikes to Dykstra. Curveball fouled. Still 0-2. Phillies trail by a run here in the 7th inning. Fastball tight to him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball hit to Eddie Murray. Murray goes to second for one. No chance for a relay. They got the lead runner, Stocker, at second base. Dykstra at first on a fielder's choice, and with 2 outs, it'll bring up Mariano Duncan.
Good play by Eddie Murray to go get the lead man, keep the force in order. It's not a double play ball. And Baez just holds on to it.
So Dykstra at first base with 2 outs, a run across, and the batter Mariano Duncan. He is singled, flied to center, and struck out. Keep an eye on Dykstra here. Lenny, a steal situation, trailing by a run. Lenny has 36.
Maddox has a decent move to first and is fairly quick to the plate, so he's not the easiest guy to necessarily steal a base on.
Duncan chasing the breaking ball, 1 strike. Dykstra going. The throw goes into center field, and Lenny ends up at third base.
Oh. Boy, it was kicked around a little bit by Thompson out there, but Dykstra didn't come to third real hard, so Boa had no chance in case he even thought about sending. I'm not saying he would. Here he goes. He gets a jump, real good jump, and the throw goes into center, and then Thompson starts kicking it around a little bit, as you'll see. Now, Dykstra comes into third, and he's not coming into third hard. See, right there, he slows up. And now when the ball bounces away from Thompson a little bit, Boa cannot even attempt to score him.
Lenny at third. That's his 37th stolen base of the year. An error on Charlie O'Brien. 1 ball and 1 strike to Mariano Duncan. This is a breaking ball, 1-2. Off the low and away pitch. 2-2 to Duncan.
Dykstra has to be alert at third because Maddox has a good breaking ball and he will bounce it occasionally.
Fouled out of play. Duncan has not had good career success against Mike Maddox. He's just 1 for 11. Is a foul. Two balls and 2 strikes. Beats the ball foul. Stays alive at 2-2. That's the lead by a run here, 4-3 in the 7th. Jim Fregosi, John Vukovic, and Dennis Menke. Struck him out, and that'll retire the side. Phil's got 1 on 2 hits, no errors, or rather 1 error, excuse me, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. It's 4-3 New York.
The
Phillies regular season is almost over, but don't worry. We've got plenty of tickets to give away. Just watch Married with Children weeknights from 6:30 to 7 for your chance to call in and win 4 tickets to see Lenny Dykstra and the Phillies battle David Justice and the Atlanta Braves on Friday, September 24th. All winners qualify for the grand prize, a 1994 season ticket deal for 2. Keep watching for your chance to win Phillies tickets for the last home stand of the regular season from PHL 17, the home of the Phillies.
All right. Name the fast food restaurant that serves burgers and fried chicken.
Roy's. It's Roy's. Where do they get these people?
For a limited time at Roy Rogers, $1.99 gets you a quarter-pound hamburger with regular fries or a 2-piece chicken with cornbread.
I'll take underwater farming for 50. I'll take Roy's for $1.99.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
Hello, I'm Dick Vermeil. Stress. Is it a natural part of life? Stress is your body's response to the demands of life. Exercise or physical activity is the #1 stress reliever. Before you begin an exercise program, check with your doctor.
Well, there you see the summary on the game. The Phillies got ahead on a 2-run home run by Ricky Jordan in the 3rd, but then with 2 outs, nobody on base, 2 strikes on a hitter, they had another one of those innings. 3 unearned runs in the 6th inning, 2 errors, and the Mets go ahead. Frank Tanana with 8 strikeouts before leaving with 2 men on base and nobody out in the 7th inning. Phillies pick up a run in the 7th, and now they trail it by 1.
Bobby Thigpen is the new pitcher. This will be his 12th game since he came to the Phils from the White Sox. He's won 2, lost 1, a 5.27 ERA. That high ERA absorbed all of 1 game. He gave up 5 runs to Cincinnati in 1/3 of an inning. Other than that game, he's pitched well. 13 2/3 innings, 13 hits and 8 earned runs, has struck out 8 while walking 5. Charlie O'Brien, the first one to face Thigpen, loops it down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball, taken on 1 hop by Thompson. O'Brien the big turn, but he'll hold at first base. So Charlie O'Brien is a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 7th.
Jumps on the first pitch thrown by Thigpen. Got it in on him, and he just kind of floats it out there in the left field, fair. O'Brien, a catcher, doesn't run all that well, so Thompson's going to hold him on that play.
Joe Orsulak will bat for the first time. He came in as a part of a double switch. He's hitting at .286. 8 home runs. He's knocked in 32. Collins in looking for a bunt. No bunt indicated by Orsulak. 1 strike to him. Ground ball. It's through for a base hit to right field. O'Brien will hold at second. And the Mets have their first 2 men on base here in the 7th inning with nobody out. Bring up Ryan Thompson, the top of the order. Johnny Padres gets on the bullpen phone. Paid attendance here tonight at Shea is 18,292. Ryan Thompson is the batter, and they might bunt him here because they moved Jeff McKnight into the on-deck circle, who's a better hitter than Kevin Baez.
Phillies are thinking that, too. That's what that Mount Conference was about, deciding what they will do. They have a very slow runner at second, so there's really no need to do anything cute here. You know, you give Thigpen, as you look at Anderson and West getting up, give Thigpen the responsibility on the 3rd base side, and hope that he could field the ball and bunt it over there and throw to Hollins for a force.
Thompson is 0 for 3. He is around to bunt. Bunts at Powell. Thompson's grounded out, flying to left and grounded out. Mike Covey, third base coach, flashing the signs. Again around a bunt, inside, 1-1. One ball and one strike. Gets the bunt down. Big Ben looked at third, takes the sure out at first. Sacrifice good by Ryan Thompson. Goes Big Ben to Duncan for out number 1, moving Charlie O'Brien to third and Joe Orsulak to second. We'll bring up Jeff McKnight to bat for Kevin Baez, and he'll stay in the game probably and play shortstop.
That was a really good bunt by Ryan Thompson because he made Thigpen field it on the first base side, and then he had no chance to throw to third. They'll have to play their infield in now. The Phillies trailing by a run here in the 7th, so they have to play defensively.
McKnight hitting at .241. Batting a lot better left-handed than right, the switch hitter. Takes a little bit outside for a ball. As a pinch hitter, he is 17 for 52. One ball and no strikes. Outside, it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Jeff McKnight. Missing 3-1. Eddie Murray is waiting on deck. Center. This will score a run. Dykstra makes the catch. Tagging and romping home will be Charlie O'Brien. Going to third is Orsulak, and the Mets now lead it 5-3 on a deep sacrifice fly by McKnight.
Covey thought about sending the other runner around Orsulak because Lenny Dykstra's throw from deep center field, short hop Kevin Stocker, and he bobbles it. Now they'll be able to walk Murray with the base home, but watch what happens here. Lenny gets a short throw in here to Stocker, and right there it short hops and he bobbles it, and they had him coming around third, did Covey, and then he recovered quickly and they held Orsulak there.
So Eddie Murray will get the intentional walk. And they'll pitch to Dave Gallagher.
Thigpen got himself in a spot there where he had to throw a strike. I mean, he had Eddie Murray on deck. He had 3-1 count on McKnight, and McKnight hit it hard.
Foul 4. Murray walks, putting runners at first and third with 2 outs for Gallagher. Gallagher's walk grounded into a double play and single. He has scored 2 of the Met 5 runs. One strike to Gallagher. Line to right field, but Chamberlain is there, and that will retire the side. The Mets get a run on 2 hits, lead 2. We go to the 8th. It's 5-3 New York.
No place on earth that I'd rather be than out in the open where it's all plain to see. If it's gonna get done, it's up to you and me. Come on and head for the mountains of Bush. Come on and head for the mountains of Bush. Here.
Italy. Ah, the passion. Take my new friend, Alessandro Giuseppini. I wouldn't call him a bad driver, just creative. Fortunately, he drives the best-selling car in the world, the new Volkswagen Golf. So nimble, so forgiving. It's all the excitement anyone could want. Well, almost. The new Volkswagens, the most loved cars in the world.
Don't you have anything to fit me? No offense, Mr. Jones, but you are a little on the small side. I need more choices. Harry, give me those genuine yellow pages. Look, choices. Italian, Greek, Chinese. You want more? Those are restaurants. That's right. You put some meat on those bones and come back and see us.
9 out of 10 use it.
Mr. Matterhorn.
The genuine New Jersey Bell yellow pages from Bell Atlantic.
Are you losing weight?
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Smooth Bush Beer and easy drinking Bush Light. Head for the mountains of Bush. By Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side. Your nationwide agent in Langhorne is Dwight Webster. And by Bell Atlantic Mobile. Advanced technology and people who make it mean something. Ricky Jordan leads off for the Phils. Maddox pitches low for a ball. Jordan's hit into a fielder's choice, hit a 2-run homer, and has struck out. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ricky Jordan. Jeff McKnight, who pinch hit for Kevin Baez, stays in the game to play shortstop for New York. 2 balls and a strike. John Franco is getting up in the New York bullpen. And Don Paul throwing in the Phillies bullpen. 3-1.
Franco has had an awful season for New York, and he's had a lot of trouble closing out games, but you can see they just want to get Maddox through the 8th if possible.
Jordan thought it was low, but it's a full count now to Ricky Jordan.
Harry Wintelstedt's been calling that low strike tonight. I mean, for both sides, against both sides. A lot of these pitches are not strikes. However,
high pop fly into shallow right. Gallagher is there. That's 1 down, and that'll bring up Dave Hollins. Hollins has flied out and twice struck out. Hollins batting left here against Maddox. One ball, no strikes. Lifetime Dave hitless against Maddox, nothing out of 5. Two and nothing. Yankees have opened a big lead at Milwaukee 8-3, and Baltimore leads Boston 6-3. Toronto still tied with Detroit at 5. Tommy Green. He'll pitch again on Saturday at Montreal, coming off his shutout of the Mets last night. 3-1. it out of play. A full count to Dave Hollins. Three and two to him with 1 out, no base runners here in the 8th. Phils trail by 2, 5-3. He lost him. Hollins is a 1 out base runner.
Phillies need to get some base runners. They're down by 2 runs. And Dave Hollins, one of the more patient guys in the ball club, waits out a walk. Well, Stottlemyre's on the phone to the bullpen, just checking to see if Franco is ready, if they decide to use him now.
Phillies do have Dalton and Thompson, left-hand hitters, scheduled to bat, but Maddox will stay in there.
Whoops.
No, he won't either. They're going to make a double switch. Jeremy Burnitz will go out and play right field, and John Franco will be summoned in from the bullpen, the left-hander. Burnitz would bat in the 7th spot, and Franco would bat in the 4th spot. Pitching change for the Mets. We're in the 8th, 5-3 New York. Back after these messages.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Negative.
To save pennies per call on your 800 service, would you risk losing sales?
No way.
No. Not a chance.
That's what over 9 out of 10 800 users we surveyed said. Introducing Maximum Advantage from AT&T. Now you can automatically get AT&T's lowest price guarantee on the most reliable 800 service in the business. Know anyone who can beat that?
No.
Maximum Advantage from AT&T, the best in the business.
John Franco, the veteran left-hander, coming on for New York. Franco has struggled this year. This will be his 32nd game. He's won 3, lost 3, 9 saves. His ERA is .402. He's pitched 31 in the 3rd innings, giving up 34 hits and 14 earned runs. Has struck out 22, walked 18.
You say he struggled, Harry. His last save was August 30th against Houston. He has lost 3 straight games, September 4th and 5th against the Cubs at Wrigley, September 7th versus Houston. His first losses since August 12th of 1992. So he's not only not picking up saves, but he's been losing ball games. Now, he was greeted with quite a chorus of boos here at Shea when he came in, and he's a local guy from Brooklyn, and at one time was very popular here.
So John Franco coming in and trying to save this one. And he will try to get out of the 8th and then come back in the 9th. That's with a 2-run lead. Darren Dalton will be the first one to face John Franco. Dalton lifetime doesn't have a hit off Franco, nothing out of 10. Dave Hollins is at first base with 1 out here in the 8th inning. Montreal's up their lead at St. Louis to 6-0.
Boy, they are relentless. They win that game, they'd be 19-2 their last 21 games.
16 out of 17. Really played well.
A 9-game winning streak and a 7-game winning streak as Dallas looks on. But, you know, the Phillies, they have to win their own games. You know, you start watching that stuff too much, and then it's when you do get in trouble.
Well, Darren Dalton steps in to face Franco. Hollins first base, 1 out here in the 8th inning. missing for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Slam down the right field line. That'll be extra bases. Hollins heading for third. He'll hold there. Dalton at second with a double. His first ever hit off Franco, and the Phillies all of a sudden have the tying run at second base with 1 out.
Like Franco came right down the middle with a fastball, middle in, and Dalton hit it hard to right field. He just didn't get that in the air. He'd have tied it as hard as he hit that. Mets can now play the infield back because they have a 2-run lead.
Milt Thompson entered the game when Pete Incaviglia had to leave the game with a strained calf muscle. Thompson is 0 for 1. Lifetime against Franco. Been a pretty good hitter, 4 for 10. That'll get a run home, but it'll be out number 2. Coming in to score Hollins, so it's a 5-4 game. Dalton moves to third, where with 2 outs, it'll bring up Wes Chamberlain. Wes has walked, flied out, and singled. Darren Dalton at third base, 90 feet away from tying this game here in the 8th. 2 outs. 1 ball and no strikes.
It's another situation where you have to be alert as a base runner at third, as Franco throws a lot of screwballs. That's his out pitch, and that's another pitch you can bounce up there.
Especially with the right-hand hitters. 1 ball and no strikes. Beats the ball foul. 1-1. Pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL-TV, Philadelphia.
1-1 to Wes Chamberlain. On the inside corner, had him looking away, and one came on the inside corner, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Missing 2-2. Again inside.
Yeah, well, Franco has to do that to be effective away. That pitch is almost in the same spot they just called a strike.
Franco will be 33 years of age in 3 days. Bounces it up there. It's a full count. Kevin Stocker waits on deck.
Well, there it was. And O'Brien makes some block on that. I mean, he didn't even attempt to try and catch that ball. He just, watch him use it. This is the way you block a ball in the dirt. Just cup your body and try and deaden it. That was textbook. Terrific play by Charlie O'Brien.
Three and 2 to Chamberlain. Popped him up on the right side of the infield. Jeff Kemp calls, and that will retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Bottom of the 8th, 5-4 New York.
Just picked up Darren Dalton and Anthony Hardaway at McDonald's. Want to trade?
Collect McDonald's Classic 4 Sport trading cards featuring the hottest superstars and rookies. Each pack of 5 is only $1.29 with any extra value meal purchase, like a Cheese Lovers Quarter Pounder, large fries, and medium Coke Classic. Plus, there's a chance to win one of thousands of prizes, including sports memorabilia.
Chris Webber and Jerry Rice for Dalton and Hardaway. Deal.
Man, he gave us away too easy.
What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
This is the all-new 1994 Mitsubishi Galant. Unlike the Nissan Altima, there's nothing small about the Galant. It features a longer wheelbase and wider track, more hip room, front leg room, and shoulder room. All this and dual airbags at a starting price of $14,020 means the Altima can't measure up to the new Galant.
Drive the new Galant at your Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Delaware Mitsubishi Motors dealer.
For years now, Mr. Krylon Spray Paint's been showing you how to get a professional finish. While I've been taking to the cleaners. Well, no more. Krylon's easy. Go play with your tarantula. I'll spray it here, the other leading brand there. Krylon's smooth, no runs, no drips, no airs, and dries to the touch in 12 minutes. 2 hours later, the other brand's tacky. Yo, Johnny, have a seat. How you doing?
Good. I got to get back to my spray painting.
Don't get any paint on you.
For a fast, smooth, professional finish.
Good evening, I'm Neil Hartman in St. Louis tonight. The Montreal Expos are doing a number on the Cardinals, scoring 5 runs in the 3rd inning off card starter Alan Watson. Here, Marquise Grissom doubles in Randy Reddy and Will Cordero, and they scored on a Mike Lansing base hit, and then Larry Walker scored, and then Moses Alou with a triple. 3 more runs now in the 7th inning. It's 8-0 Montreal out in front of St. Louis. Atlanta 10-0 out in front of Cincinnati. Rain now in Florida, between Pittsburgh and Florida. Houston lost game 1 between Colorado, and it's now deadlocked in the 6th in game 2, and later starts out in San Diego and San Francisco. We head now back to Shea. New pitcher for the Phillies, and the Phillies trail by a run to the bottom of the 8th.
David West is the new pitcher for the Phils, appearing in his 67th game. He's won 6, lost 4, 3 saves, a 3.06 ERA. 79 in the 3rd innings he's worked, given up 59 hits, 27 earned runs, averages better than a strikeout per inning, 83 strikeouts and 40 walks. Chico Walker will be the first one to face West. Here in the bottom of the 8th, Mets lead by a run, 5-4. Lays off the high fastball, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes to Walker. Fly ball center field. Lenny Dykstra there. Walker's retired, 1 down. It'll bring up Jeff Kent. Kent's fly to deep center, popped up and singled. Phils are back home on Monday night against the Florida Marlins. They're in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And an off day, and then the Atlanta Braves will be moving in for a big weekend series, final home series of the season. Braves are in on the 24th at 7:35, the 25th at 7:05. And the 26th at 1:35. Fan Appreciation Day on the 26th. For tickets, call 463-1000. One ball and 1 strike to Kent. Breaking ball just missed. It's 2-1.
Mets have Dave Tailgater, a right-hander, up in their bullpen. There he is.
Think they'd take Franco out of this game?
Well, he's not the same Franco, so we'll see.
Nice play by Stocker, getting the head first sliding Kent. 4 out, number 2.
Stocker makes a play in the hole and makes a strong throw to first. Kent, in this case, is probably better off running straight ahead as he tries to head first for the base hit. He's going to lose a step that way on that kind of play.
Brings on Jeremy Burnitz. This is his first at bat. Only one pitcher in the National League has appeared in more games than David West. That would be Mike Jackson of the Giants, 71. West in his 67th game. One-on-one to Burnitz. He's hitting at 236. Has power, 10 homers. He's knocked in 31. Three balls and 1 strike. Betts had 8 homers at Norfolk, to go along with his 10 here for the Mets. 3 balls and 1 strike. That's a foul out of play. It's a full count. Scheduled to hit for the Phillies in the 9th inning, Kevin Stocker, a pinch hitter, and Lenny Dykstra. Phils trail by a run. Interesting to see if Dallas Green does indeed bring in the right-hander tailgater. Line drive right field. Chamberlain puts it away. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the 9th. Phils trail by a run, 5-4.
Mountain man survival skills. The basics. A true mountain man must have a keen sense of direction, a certain physical dexterity, and a talent for surviving the most unforgiving climates. Of course, nothing is more key to a mountain man's survival than plenty of smooth bush beer and easy drinking bush life. So, head for the mountains and learn how the mountain man survives even the most grueling conditions.
The Phillies look to flatten Florida when they play the Marlins Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, September 20th through the 22nd, all at 7:35. Then they're out to bop the Braves. Friday the 24th at 7:35, Saturday the 25th at 7:05, and Sunday the 26th at 1:35 when all fans receive a free Phillies poster and more on Fan Appreciation Day. Call 463-1000.
You see me. Glasses that lighten and darken automatically. So had Infinity. That's why the rear view mirror in the new Q45 uses electrochromic technology to lighten and darken automatically for glare during night driving. So you don't have to think about it. Visit your Infinity showroom, and when you're ready to buy a luxury car, you won't have to think about that either.
Lease one of the world's most advanced automobiles, now at a very special rate for a limited time.
After 8 innings of play, it's New York 5 and the Phillies 4. Tomorrow at 8, Darian hunts down a killer on time tracks, and at 9, a wedding turns deadly on Kung Fu. The legend continues right here on PHL 17. Kevin Stocker will lead it off for the Phils, facing John Franco, who is still out there. Then it'll be Jim Eisenreich, who has moved into the on-deck circle, and Lenny Dykstra as the Phillies try to get one back here, or 2 in the 9th, trailing by a run. Franco came in the 8th inning for Mike Maddox. Both Baltimore and the Yankees winning big, 10-3, identical scores in their games, and Toronto is still tied with Detroit 5-5 in the 7th. Here's Kevin Stocker. Stocker has struck out, flied out, and singled. One strike to Stocker.
Chico Walker guarding the line at third, Eddie Murray guarding the line at first, so he has big holes to shoot through. Does Kevin Stocker. There you see Walker up in case he were to bunt.
One ball and 1 strike. All in 2 strikes to Stocker. Beats a foul, stays a 1-2. That's lead by a run here in the 9th. balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it. Broke his bat in the process, it sounded like. Maybe not, I guess not.
Hard to believe he didn't, the sound that made. He thought so.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Still looking for that crack.
Chops it off the plate to Chico Walker. Stocker's retired. 1 down, and it will bring on Jim Eisenreich. Eisenreich batting for David West. He's hitting at .336. As a pinch hitter, Eisenreich 3 for 17. 1 down here in the 9th inning. One ball and no strikes. And a cut, fouled it back, 1-1.
Franco throwing it what he always does, fastball and screwball. And he uses that screwball pretty effectively. That looked like one there, down and into Eisenreich.
Chopped down the first base side, juggled by Murray, but he recovers in time to get Eisenreich. So that's 2 down, and it's up to Lenny Dykstra to keep the game alive.
Eddie Murray got a short hop here, and as Harry said, he juggled it. Went right off the end of the glove, but it came right back to him. And then he's on the bag as Eisenreich crosses it, and Eisenreich runs into him.
Dykstra is 2 for 4. He has scored a run, boosting his league-leading total to 132. Funny lifetime against John Franco, 2 for 13. 1 ball and no strikes. Dykstra will try to get on to give Duncan a chance. Duncan has been an excellent lifetime hitter against this left-hander, 8 out of 16. Two balls and no strikes. Back at Harry Wendelstedt in disbelief. He thought that pitch was high.
And so did the bench. Oh,
Jim
he just threw Fregosi out of the game.
Kicked out of the game.
Wow. That's amazing.
Didn't take him long to kick Fregosi out of the game. Jim, as you can see, is wide-eyed.
He just said, "You're telling me that pitch was a strike?" It wasn't. It was high.
The Phillies, need a base runner here.
Sure.
Something to happen. So Jim Fregosi's been ejected.
Well, usually they'll let him say something from the dugout. I mean, pitch is high and inside. It's a ball, obviously, but, that was his point. Harry Wendelstedt had missed the pitch in a key spot because you need a base runner here.
Jim's 7th ejection this year. this will be the ball game as Dykstra pops it up. McKnight makes the catch. And the Mets have held on to beat the Phils by a score of 5-4. John Franco, who had struggled, gets the save for Frank Tanana. 5-4 final New York. We'll be back with the totals and a recap in just a moment.